Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for May 23rd, 2024. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle for Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Scorpio, we have transformation and we have peace. So to me, this is very interesting because it looks like you're going through a change or a cycle where all you really wanting is just peace right now. This is something like, no matter what I'm doing today, I'm just in a place where I just want, like, if it's got to be peace. And for this to be a change, you may have been chaotic. You may have been all over the place, right? This is a change. Your intentions have changed. So there's something about you being very nervous, wanting to flip that upside down. You want to change everything. This is a shell shocker. Like when you show up, they're saying that this is very different for you. So you may have been in a very chaotic, destructive place, like wanting to tear everything down. Like, let's talk about it now. Like that kind of vibe. Some of you may have been, for that to be here, it doesn't have to be really. It could be that chaos was in your life, not that you were causing it. And I'm not saying that you were or anything, but I'm just saying that, the change, if the intention is peace, then it's like, if that's the change, then, you know what I mean? It's, then there's obviously the opposite of peace is war or chaos, right? Or unrest or something, right? Transformation is 9 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. So this tells me that the change is something that may have been, this is you doing this. This is you wanting to work on you. You wanting to work on your anxiety, your fears. You want to calm your fears. You may want that to just stop. You may be in a lot of pain. And this is like the pain from like an ending or like some sort of betrayal or something here. And whatever it is, it's so bad. I mean, you may feel like, this is the worst anything I've ever been, or worst that anyone could ever have done. Worst thing, rather. And Spirit's kind of letting you know that this is like the worst is behind you, right? This is like the worst is behind me. But this transformation tells me more than anything else is that you've been spending enough time on your stresses, on your worries. It may have kept you up at night. For a lot of you, this would be that vibe of I can't even sleep, or I'm dreaming about it, or I'm having nightmares about these things. I'm spending a lot of time on some fear of an ending or an ending in general, and the anxiety that comes from it with the Peace, Tower, and 10 of Swords. So this is like what you're attempting to do is to be like, put something like end it and then branch off, flip the tables. This is like earth-shattering end. This is like nobody ever thought this would stop. The kind of end. That's your intention. That's what you're like. I just want to get some peace. So you know what? No matter what it is, I'm done. Whatever it is, if this is a long-standing relationship for some of you, doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but like long-standing, long time dealing with an energy, but always still feeling like you weren't really considered kind of vibe. You're changing into someone now that's not as codependent on the stress that comes from that. And like your life is shaped by the stress that is being brought to you, or that your life is being shaped by the time that you spend on something that stresses you out, just thinking about it all the time, right? Or focusing on it all the time. They're talking about that is what may be shocking, that everyone knows, like Scorpio, you have this issue kind of vibe. That's where that's what this is kind of saying. Like, that's how the magnitude of the shock when people go, what, Scorpio's not dealing with XYZ anymore, or that person anymore, or they don't have this issue anymore. Like, that's crazy. What? I never thought that they would ever, and like completely let this go. Like, there's some weird thing of that going on, right? But you're saying, you know what? It's going to be a big shock, but I'm done. And mostly it's because with the 10 of Wands and 8 of Swords, the healing light, you realize that you got to do something new and different, because your energy level may be completely dictated by these negative thoughts, right? You realize that everything that happens, any new thing, it sparks off a new negative thought. According to this gives you a lot of anxiety. So what needs to be healed, or this is the energy where your spirit is that I need to break free from this prison that I have myself in, of stress, of worry, of just a nightmare, just that, like it's a nightmare. Something is not where you want it to be. So the healing light would say, first off, I need to like apply facts to a lot of the things that I'm thinking, and then put them away and start fresh. There's a need to start fresh. They're saying the tables will turn, especially if this is someone that's doing this to you. Oh my gosh, there's so many swords. The sacred temple is 2 of swords and the 7 of swords. And this is talking about being at peace, but like always running through a minefield, grabbing peace wherever you can. It's like a video game, like getting the Mario coins. Like you got to jump over spikes to grab them. You got to hop over lava to grab them. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not lava. What is it? Whatever it is, spiky, anything. You know, you have to avoid the air, avoid the ground. Like you have to avoid certain things. You know what I'm saying? In order to get to that level of peace. And so they're giving this thing of saying that you're meant to be in a space where you're doing that, where you're reaching and grabbing it, and in various places. The 7 of swords is about being clever, being quick on your feet, right? And the 2 of swords is about like, this is peace. This is like peace being restored in a sense, right? And a lot of times though, this is confusion, but you're not meant to be in confusion, because they keep showing stress, worry. And it's mostly perhaps the stress and worry is coming from having to be so flexible in your situation. Your situation is up and down with the Wheel of Fortune here. All this stuff is like, it's up and down. It's stressful. You may want things to be stable. You've been putting a lot of energy into stability, into investing into a future, and then they're saying it's a variable future. There's no, it's very flexible. There's no stable, grounded buildup in this thing, whatever it is. And so that may stress you out. Spirit's telling you to do that process of elimination when it comes to your negative thoughts. And whenever, if this is true, then, where's the evidence of this thought? And then put it away. Because they're saying there's so much stress and anxiety. It's a wonder anyone's getting sleep in this kind of stuff. Like with this here, they're saying that the peace would come from, the intention for you is to end something, and like it's catastrophic, it's big, it changes your life forever, like it changes your life and others' lives, but you're done with something. And they're saying that is what you're wanting to do, you're intending to do, but for some reason it's like you're meant to work through your anxiety. You're meant to calm your own fears with the 8 of swords. The message is always, especially the healing light, if you're healing at 8 of swords, the message is always to get more evidence, get more information. Don't sit down and be in the what ifs and the assumptions. Don't assume jack. Look for the information to come. If it's bothering you so much, you need to get the information. Don't assume anything. Don't sit there and go, well, if they did that, then that means they did that. No, get the evidence, right? Cross it off your mind for good, so that you can be where, like you can put this to rest, right? So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or another Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. But if you're not dealing with those signs could, well, they're in your chart. Scorpio is especially, right? If you like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.